Yo, welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Stories channel. Yesterday I went to Providence Regional. I got third place with Salamangreat. Two things. I didn't play any silent minings because I couldn't get a hold of them. I did want to play them, but I guess it worked not playing them. And I built the deck specifically to play against everything except Thunder Dragons. Thunder Dragons was a really hard matchup, especially if you lost the die roll. So I just built it to not worry about Thunder Dragons, and if I was gonna play them, I was gonna try my best, of course, but I built the deck more for like against Orcus, Sky Striker, the Mirror, and all the rogue decks I thought I was gonna play, and it worked pretty well. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. So, of course, with any good Salamangreat deck, you play the 9 starters: Spinny, Foxy, and Gazelle. You gotta be playing these 9. If you're not playing these 9, you're doing something wrong. I don't understand why people are cutting Spinny to 2. Like, I always side Spinny when I'm going second. But going first, Spinny's just a good normal summon. Helps you with Gazelle. Gazelle will always send a trap if you draw the Spinny. So really good. For the one-offs, One Lady Debug, Falco, Jack Jaguar, Foul. These 3 should be standard by now. But Foul, I cut it for a while and I was testing it. Honestly, I like playing one, like testing with it and testing without it. This just helps you make Dweller, and just Dweller is so good this format. Yeah, I definitely think we should all be running 1 Foul. And 2 Reclusia. I was gonna cut 1 Reclusia if I got the sign up minings, but 2 is really good. Helps you play around there can only be 1. And then if you draw Reclusia with Spinny, you got combo, because you go Spinny, make the Valence, bring Spinny back, Reclusia, summon, then you overlay for Stalio. Like, Reclusia just helps out a lot for extension plays, and this popping effect is super useful too, just for like 1-for-1 trades. So yeah, I'm glad I played 2 Reclusia. Hand traps, 2 Impermanents, 2 Phantasmes, because I can only get 2 of them each. I did not resolve Phantasme not once this tournament. Like, I drew it against decks that didn't use the extra deck, like True Draco and Subterror. And every matchup I played that did use the extra deck, I never drew it. Just goes to show you don't need Phantasmes to play competitively, but they do help a lot against the Striker matchup. Triple Veiler, Triple Ash. This is pretty standard. We should be playing these hand traps. Even Ash is so good that even Orcus is playing it as a hand trap. That's it for all the monsters. Moving on to the spells. 3 circles, standard. Like, I actually used the second effect to make a re-linked monster unaffected by monster effect. Because I activated Wolf's effect, and they chained Effect Veiler, so I chained Circle, and they were like, okay. And then I got the trap to my hand, and they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm resolving Wolf. And they were like, it's negated. And I'm like, I used Circle on it. He was like, so? And I was like, read the second effect. So yeah, it came up once, so really cool. I never thought I used it, but it actually came up. And then 3 call by. I was playing 2, but honestly, you want your combos to resolve, and if they don't have hand traps and you draw this, you can just use it as a trap. It's a really good card. I just had to bump it up to 3. So many hand traps in the format. 2 twin. Like I said, I was thinking of cutting this because I was like, this card is super dead against Thunder Dragons, but against every other matchup, it's really good. Against Dracos, Altergeist, Guru, Orcus, like even the Mirror. Like, it's good. I'm glad I played 2. Definitely very helpful. Of course, the 1 Sanctuary, the 1 Monster Reborn. This was the other card I was thinking of cutting for Sign Up Mining, but this card came in so clutch. Like, this card won me a couple games, to be honest, so I'm glad I played it. Moving on to Strike. There's a lot of back row destruction in the format, and Strike is very susceptible to that. But on the same note, Strike is just so strong to negate summons, to negate effects. So we played 2. I saw it sometimes, not all the time, and that's what I played 2 because I didn't want to brick on just strikes. But I'm glad. I think it was a good number. 1 Roar, 2 Rage. 1 Roar is pretty standard. I decided to play 2 Rage because Rage first is just really good drawing it. Like, if you think back to Zodiac format, that Dragon pop 1, that was super strong. Rage is pop 2 and it doesn't target. So Rage is just crazy good. Helps you out Mystic Mine. Like, you can use its first effect to just send your Salamangreat monster to the graveyard as cost. So even if they negate the destruction effect, you can just put all your monsters into one Salamangreat monster and just clear your own board. And even if they negate it, since it's cost to send, the Mystic Mine on the end phase will leave. And if they don't negate it, you can like pop 2 with your Sunlight Wolf. So yeah, Rage is really good. That's for the main deck. I played 40 cards. Now, moving on to the extra deck. Sorry about that. Something came up on my phone. We're playing 2 Stalio. I was testing a lot, and you could get away with one, but honestly, the second one just started coming up for me so much, and I like having 2 because with Jaguar, you don't even have to think, oh, what should I recycle? You just always put back your Sunlight Wolves, and that's what you want to be doing in this deck. You always want to have access to Sunlight Wolf. It's like arguably the best card in your deck. Like, some could say that Gazelle or Mirage Stalio are the best cards in your deck. Definitely one of those 3 is the best card of the deck, but Stalio is just so good. Like, it is the weakest part of the combo if you make it in the extra monster zone without Valence, and it's just here and it gets ashed or impermanence or something. By the way, if you're playing against Salamangreat and they put Mirage Stalio here and you ash it or you veil it or something, they like their roars will be dead. Their rage, you could use rage, but it'll just send 1. So that's probably the best time to hand trap them. So if they're making the extra monster stone Mirage Stalio. But besides that, I thought 2 was really good. I love its bounce effect. This card just gives you access to your whole deck, so I thought 2 was great. Then we're playing a standard, 3 Valence. You already know the boy. What can you say? 3 Cat is the best. Of course, we're playing the 3 Sunlight Wolves because, you know, the best card in the deck. Doesn't need too much explaining. You guys should know. Sunlight Wolf is amazing. 2 Heat Leo, standard. Heat Leo, I love summoning him and then relink summoning him and summoning another one and just clearing 2 back rows. So good. Like, when I first read Heat Leo when he came out in Soul Fusion, I was like, damn, 3 monsters and you just get a 23 beater and it just spins a back row. Like, that's so garbage. But really, when you summon him and you relink summon him, he just has a lot of utility. His attack modification comes up a lot too. Last, we ran 1 transcode. I only made it once against Altergeist. You don't have to play this. I'm thinking of cutting it. Doesn't come up too much. Hida's amazing in this deck. Like, it just helps you play through a lot of stuff. Like, if they have hand traps, if they have Ash Blossom, you can just try to summon this, get their Ash Blossom here, and try to go for like a Stalio play. Sometimes if I just have like a Spinny and like a Strike and whatchamacallit, Called by the Grave, I'll just make Spinny, Valence, and I'll just summon Hida just so if they destroy it, I can try to get to Gazelle. So yeah, Hida's amazing. Phoenix, I didn't really make this, but I did come up in playtesting, so definitely Phoenix is amazing. Dweller's like the best card in the extra deck, to be honest. Like, any chance I had to go for Dweller, I just made it. I made Dweller against Subterror because I didn't know who was playing Subterror, but I just made it blindly because it's just so good against so many decks this format. So I made Dweller. And last card was Abramax. I was between this and Borreload, and honestly, I was just like, well, against Thunder Dragons, even if they make Borreload, if I make Borreload, excuse me, that won't be enough to kill them that turn. Like, I usually take their Archfiend, and then I'd have Archfiend and Borreload. But honestly, they just have access to Levineer so easily, and Levineer doesn't target. So I was like, you know what? Let me just play Astron. This can't be targeted by everything. So, like, unlike Borreload, it's only monsters. Abramax is like immune to Widow Anchor, immune to Crackdown, immune to Fog Blades. So I put him in, and he helped me win my round 1 match. Like, it was he basically did Cyber Dragon Orcus combo. He ended with Fog Blade, Crescendo, and I opened up Spinny, what was it, Prankatops, and Monster Reborn, and 2 other, and Twin Twister, I believe, and some other card. I Monster Reborn his Phoenix, a normal summon, Spinny, made Valence, brought back the Spinny. I used his Phoenix and my Spinny to make Heat Leo. Did not activate any effect because I didn't want to get Crescendoed. Then I made Abramax and I entered Battle Phase. And we were close to time because it was game 3. So he won me that game basically. So I'm pretty happy I played him. It's funny because I didn't know he was gonna come up, but he came up round 1. So yeah, shout out to Abramax. Last, playing Field Centers. You already know Linton, Shanks, and their evolutions. Side deck, 3 Prankatops. Just really good card. I love it going second. 3 Lancias. You know, good against Orcus, Thunder Dragons. 2 Kaijus. This Kaiju put in so much work today against True Draco, against Altergeist, against so many things. Just summon it. You don't even have to worry about their monsters, because now they got basically a vanilla monster. So that was great. And for the Sky Striker slash kind of Draco hate, it kind of works for Draco too. It definitely works for Mystic Mine. Imperial Order basically gave me the win on the 3rd round. I just drew Imperial Order, and I just negated his Mystic Mine and just attacked him for a game basically. And Anti-Spell, a little bit worse than Imperial Order, but you know, we have a hard matchup against Sky Striker too. Not as bad as Thunder Dragon, but still pretty bad. So I had to play this to just help me combat them. And last, 3 Evenly Match. Yeah, this card really good. Even against Orcus, like if they don't, usually you know if they set the Crescendo, like since they only play such limited amount of traps, which is usually like at most they'll play 5 traps, like 3 Fog Blades, the Shade Burgundy that summons itself in the Crescendo at most. But minimally, and what I'm starting to see is they only play 2 Fog Blades in the Crescendo. So, you know, if they set cards, it's either going to be the Fog Blades, Called by the Grave, and there's a small chance it could be the Counter Trap. Same thing with Salamangreat, since we all just play 1 Roar. Unless we search it out, most of the times we don't draw it. So Evenly Matched, you just slap it down, just wipe the field. And with this deck, like, it's okay if you just go to your main phase 2 and not battle. You just build so much advantage with your deck. So I thought this was great. Really came in clutch today. And yeah, thank you all for watching. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Stories signing out. 3rd place at the regional in Providence. And peace.